Hello, dear students, and welcome to our new grammar lesson, the Past Perfect, which is prepared by teacher Hawa Farhat for classes 7 and 8 students. Let's get started. Before going into details, let's check the objectives. At the end of this video, students will be able to identify and form a past perfect verb, know when to use a past perfect, and change statements in past perfect into question and negative forms. Let's get started. Take a look at these sentences. I had painted the door yellow. They had paid for the dinner themselves. She had spent most of her life writing. These sentences are in the past perfect. Now, how to form a past perfect? For regular verbs, had plus past participle, verb plus d or ed. Let's check the examples. You had worked late. He had cleared the table. It had snowed. So had worked, had cleared, had snowed are the past perfect verbs. And note that for the plural verbs, we are doing the same. We use had with all the subject pronouns, the singular and the plural. So we use had with I, he, she, and it, and with you, we, they. Now, dear students, let's have a look at the past perfect for the irregular verbs. Had plus past participle, the unique past perfect form. She had bought some flowers at the market. We had run the marathon. So again, we are using had plus the past participle form of the irregular past verbs. Very easy, right, students? Now let's take a look at some clue words that we can use when using the past perfect verb. By the time, already, after, before, just, when. And you can check these clue words on your grammar book, pages 181 and 182. Now, what about forming questions using past perfect verbs? The helping verb had is placed before the subject. So as you can see, the form is had plus the subject plus the past participle. Had she talked to him? Had you driven her car? So had is at the beginning, then the subject, followed by the past participle of the verb. What about the negations in the past perfect or the negative form? Had plus not, the contraction hadn't, plus the past participle. Look at these easy examples. I hadn't listened to the news. She hadn't quit the job. You hadn't ever driven her car. So these verbs are in the negative form. You can check the question form and the negative form pages 183 and 184. Now show me how excellent you are by doing exercise 4, page 184, which is about forming questions and negatives in the past perfect. Now, when do we use the past perfect? We use the past perfect for things that happened in the past, but before something else in the past simple. Look at these examples and pay attention well, please. I had brushed my teeth before I went to bed. In this example, we have two events. We use the past perfect when we are talking about two events that happened in the past, and one of them happened before another event. So had brushed happened before, and after that I went to bed. Now the second example. They decided to buy a car after the old one had broken down. So the first action is that the car had broken down. After that, they decided to buy a car. Let's take one more example. Please look at this timeline. We have the past, now, which is the present, and the future. My mother had cooked before I woke up. As you can see, we have two verbs in this sentence, had cooked, which is the past perfect, and woke up, which is the simple past. Now let me ask you, which event came first? Great! Had cooked came first. And because of this, we use the past perfect with the first action that happened in the past. And the second event or the second action, woke up, we use it in the simple past form. Excellent, students. And again, you can check all of these information on your grammar books, pages 181 and 182. Lovely, students. At the end of this video, let's take a look at this short conversation using the past perfect verbs.
Dad, can I turn on the TV and watch my favorite cartoon? It'll start at 8 p.m.
Yes, Peter, but you need to do your homework first.
Okay, Dad.
Peter, why didn't you listen to me? I had said that you have to study before watching cartoons, right?
But I'd finished my exercises, so I'll watch TV right now.
Really, Peter? How did you do it so quickly?
I know that they'll show my favorite cartoon, so I had done all my homework since the afternoon. You can check if you want.
Okay, Peter, I believe you.